We're going to work with a program called Pixlr today. It is a browser-based program that works with images, allows you to modify them. And there are always disadvantages, of course, using a browser-based program because you do have to have access to the internet. It is a free program. You want to type in pixlr.com. And when you get the opening page, you have options here for different places to click on. You want to click on Open Pixlr Express Efficient. Use your left key on your mouse pad, click once. Now you have an opening page here, and what you want to do is there's a little icon down here that says Browse. You want to click on that, and this is going to allow you to open up images. I'm going to open up just the first image on this particular set. Now this is automatically going to a folder that I recently opened, so I don't have to look for it. It's already there. I'm going to click Open, and what I want to do is just look at the overall screen here. Up on top you have Save. Once you're done with an image, if you click on Save, you can save that image back to your computer, and then you could send it down to a place like Sam's or Walgreens and have them print it. Close means you want to close out of that image and go with a different image. Undo means you want to undo something you've done before, and redo means you want to redo it. Full screen allows you to go all the way to the full screen. Usually Escape would get you out of that. And then if you want to get in tighter to the subject, you can use this little scroll bar. You click on the white portion of the scroll bar and then drag. It allows you, if you're going to do retouching or something, that's real handy. Let's see what this does. Okay, that just allows you to go wider or closer. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start going through the different, I'm trying to think of the right term here, but the different tools, I guess, would be a good fact. We'll use the tools in the adjustment and effect, overlay, border, sticker, and text, but we're going to start out with adjustment. Click on that. Now we could start on the top here, or on the left I should say, and we're going to open up a different image. I'm going to close this, go back to the browser, and we're going to open up image DSCF6242. We're going to open it. Go over to Adjustments, click on that with the left key. And what we're going to do is rotate this first because this image is laying on its side, so we'll click the rotation bar. And if you see down here you have options. Here we can go counterclockwise. If you put your cursor over that and then click at the left key, and it will upright the image so that you can work with it easier. Then we're going to go to we're going to go to crop, so we'll go ahead and apply that. Again, when you want something to stay the way you changed it, you click on apply. Then we're going to go over to crop, click on the crop tool, and you can go in here and just move these up in the corner. You'll see these little blue boxes. You can just slide those down by pressing down with your left mouse pad key, and then when you decide that you've got it cropped as tight as you want, again I'm going to go a little tighter, you just double click and you'll have your crop. There's also a resize. Now, this is a large image, and maybe we don't want to go that large. We could go ahead and say we want to size it down because we're going to put it on the internet or something. If we did, if you click on once, the width and the height will automatically adjust in the same proportion. So if we apply that, you're going to have an image that has less pixels in it. Now we're not going to save this. I'm going to go ahead and close this. We're going to go ahead and reopen another image. We're going to go to image D, which is right here. And then we're going to open it. And we're going to do an adjustment. Again, every time we go over one of these tools, you just use your left mouse button and click down. And we're going to do autofix. So we bring our mouse pointer over the autofix, click on it, and you can see it changes the color of this image and makes it much more neutral. It doesn't have that green cast. This was taken on a rather overcast day and the color balance was wrong. Now you can go back in here again. We'll apply that, and we can click on another one that says color. Now if you wanted to adjust the color for whatever reason, let's say you think this color isn't quite saturated enough, you can do this slider and slide until you get more saturation. You can see how green the grass is getting. Or you can go the other way if you want to make it less saturated. If you want to change the color, you can slide around here and change the color of everything. Let's say you want that grass to look like it's burned out, all dried up. You could go like that. And you can also lighten or darken the image. So we're going to cancel that. And we're going to go to the next one, which is sharpen. We're going to open up a different image for that. So we're going to close this one out. Go back to the browse button. We're going to open up image queue, which is a little on the soft order. This image is a little soft. We can make it a little sharper by going to the sharpen section here. Click on that. Now by doing a drag, again press down on your left key and then drag until you get a sharper image. The radius can also be adjusted. You can see the image got quite a bit sharper there. We're not saving these, so I'm not going to apply these. I'm just going to cancel them out. I'm trying to just show you what the different features are. Now we're going to go to a different image. We're going to open up. We're going to open up an image and do some touch up on it. We're going to open up image I. Now image I has blemishes on the skin that we can work on. So we're going to go to adjustment, click on that, and we're going to touch up, which is right here, and we'll click on that. Now you want to set your brush size. This is brush size 40. It looks just a little small. We're going to adjust it a little bigger. You want to be able to kind of cover. Now all you need to do, we're on spots. You click on spots. Just cover the area with the blemish and click on it. And then if you see, it takes a little time, but it disappears. Again, here we got a little bit bigger blemish, so we'll have to click on it more than once. Once and twice and another time. This runs a little slow. I'm thinking it's probably because it's internet based. We've got a little bit of blemish down in here. Click on that again, and one more time. And then the last blemish is a little bigger, so we're going to go to a little larger area and click on that. And it goes away. So it's a very nice way of eliminating blemishes. Now we can also go to another area, and we'll do apply on that so we can see what we finished up. We'll go to airbrush, and we can do a little work on the bags under the eyes. It's a little bit trickier working with this particular piece of software. Brush size will have to be a little bigger. There are some limitations on what we can do here, and then the intensity can be controlled. Let's just cut that down a little bit. We'll go in here and just kind of drag across And you can see it kind of takes some of the wrinkles out of the bags, but it's not really eliminating the darkness, which is going to be a little hard to eliminate with the type of software we have. So there are some limitations on what you can do with retouching, but this is one way you can do some things to make it look better. Skin in particular can be cleaned up a lot if it has red blotches in it. So we'll go ahead and apply that. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to do something with a action called liquefy. You click on liquefy, and we're going to click on shrink. This guy's got a big nose here, so we're going to make his nose smaller. Well, first thing we want to do is kind of make the brush size the size of the nose. And when we click, I'm going to click more than once, you'll see the nose starts getting smaller. Now let's say the eyes are a little too small. We can make those a little larger. Let's say a person would like to have instant tall. You can make them a little bit skinnier by making the image a little longer. Instant thin. See how it kind of squeezes in? So you got somebody with a big oblong head here right now, but we're just trying to give you a feel for it. A lot of times you can make a person look a little thinner by using these instant thin and instant tall. We're not going to use the push on here really, although you can actually go in here and push in by dragging. You can push in a little bit the image area. Again, this is not running real fast, and again it's because and I'm not getting that effect to show very well. So anyway, we could apply that, and our finished image would look a little different than the original. There'd be less blemishes. You'd have a skinnier face, smaller nose. Again, just little things you can do. We can also go to another function here called focal blur, and what that does is just blurs part of an area. Let's just say we want the eyes to be sharp and everything else a little fuzzy. You click on that, apply it, and you can see that like the beard is out of focus, the hair is out of focus, but the face itself is still sharp. That probably wouldn't work real well with this image, but could be used on some images. Now we're going to go to another image. We'll close this out, and we're going to open up image F. Then we're going to do something called color splash. So we go over to the adjustments, come over here to color splash. Now if you click right in an area, and you can see this is really a small little plus shaped pointer. We go ahead and click on it, and now the colors that are in that part of the picture will show up, and the rest of it will stay black and white. So this is kind of a neat way to do limited color. If you clicked over here in the grass, you get the green grass and you get the gray car instead. So it's kind of a neat little effect, and you could play around with this. If we clicked on the white, you probably won't get much of an effect. Now everything is gray. You see my dog in there? Yeah. Alrighty, so we'll cancel out of that. Well, before we cancel, let's go ahead and go to, we'll cancel out of that, and we'll go one more over here. Something called doodle, where you could just write, you can make little things, whatever you want, in your picture. It's probably not going to be used a whole lot. You could probably sign your name. Yes, didn't turn out too good, did it? There we go. So there's another little option with doodle. It's something you might be able to use on occasion. So we'll cancel that. We've got just a few more effects left. We're going to go to the effects border, or the effects section, and open up an image. First of all, we'll go to effects, and let's close this. And we're going to open up image E. Picture of a barn. And now we'll go to the effects section of the different tools. And I'm going to just pick one of these. We'll click Too Old. And here you have options of the different ways you may want this barn to look. Let's say you want kind of a sepia look to it. You could click on that. And again, you can control the amount of sepia. Keep it original or go all the way to the full sepia. So this is a way to kind of make an image look old. You can also click through here to see the different ways it would be affected. This is running a little slow, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get the effect. There we go. It'll run through all of the effects, but it is loading them slow. This particular effect with the yellow is called Gordon. We can come back here if we want. Let's apply this. You could come to others. There's vintage. Let's say you like this one over here. We'll just kind of click on one of them randomly, and you get this kind of look. So lots of fun with the effects. Again, you have to use these judiciously. We'll cancel out of that, and we'll close it. Actually, we'll leave this just open. We'll put a border on this. You have different options for borders. I'm just going to go to Rip Paper, and let's just go over here and pick one. Now this one's got a pattern in it. If you click on it, you'll see this pattern, which may or may not be something you'd like. If you don't like that, you can cancel it, pick a different one. Let's say you like this one here. Try to give it kind of an old antique-ish look. I would prefer it, there is an option in here to have the paper white. Let's cancel that. I'm not sure if I can find it. Yeah, most of these look like they're black. Let me cancel again here. You got another one called Grunge. If you want to have a real interesting border around something. You can get some special effects that fit well, some don't, so you have to be playing around and try to find what you can. So we're going to go ahead and cancel this. And we're going to open up another image, image J. Okay, we got some flowers here. Now we're going to go to sticker. And I don't remember which one I had. Maybe this one. You can click on it. You can. Okay, once you decide to apply it, then the image stays there like that. You could obviously put that sticker on more than once, I think. Let's go ahead and put it on again. Looks like you have to go through that process each time if you want to put it on. But you can get an interesting effect by using those. And then the last one is text. And we'll open up another image here. Close this one first. Go to Browse. And go down to C. Click on Open. And we'll use the text up here that says Handwritten. Click on Handwritten. And then down in this text box, we just click on it once, and we're going to type in something. Now the words come out on the top here. We can actually just drag that down. And if we want to make it bigger, we can drag this out by just grabbing onto the little bars. You can rotate if you want. We'll keep it straight. Make it a little bit bigger. So you can use that different ways. And anytime you want to move these around, you just press your left key down and you can drag them around. I obviously want to keep it somewhere where it's not going to cover the image. So that kind of covers the majority of the, and we'll do an apply on this for one, the majority of the things that you can do with this program. It's a neat little program. It's something you have to play with. If you want to save your image at the end, you click on Save. You pick a quality level. The higher the quality, the more likely you're going to use it for printing. You name it. So I'll name it Out of Gas. And then it'll save it to the folder that you were working in. So it'll put it in here. We'll just click on that. And it is in the process of saving that image. So now this image could be taken down to a place that prints, something like Walgreens or Sam's or Walmart, and you can have your images printed. So this is an image-based program that is browser-based, and it's free. So it's something you can always just go on and the internet, go to pixlr.com, open up the image editor and play around. Anyway, have some fun with it, okay?